Hey you, and welcome back to some Stellaris. I am here interrupting my regularly scheduled Stellaris game to give an update for the people who have been watching me in Twitch do some live streaming with this game. We had a game that we had created. Now this is my race, my people, their what they are, blah blah blah. This was picked by the group online live that day. They made me a little bit militaristic, and of course I had somewhere in here, I'm not sure where it shows, but we're kind of disgusting to other people. Yeah, it's a thing. So it is caused some friction with my neighbors and things like that. But the big friction, of course, and I'm
evading hostile fleet.
yeah, I know that's gonna happen. That's a science ship. That's okay. These guys down here have been a problem. They were vastly superior to me. They are very warlike. We were going after some of the same worlds, and they ended up declaring war on me. Now, the bad news is they were vastly superior to me. So they came in here and just wiped out my ships, like gone immediately. Yeah, there was no fight. There was nothing to discuss. It was just going to happen. They invaded Hendrick, took over my home world, and then started, just proceeded to start destroying stuff here, there, and everywhere. They had a couple of fights on Hakuna, which the planet was actually able to stop them from invading, planet side. Although they did get rid of my port and things like that. But anyway, it was looking pretty bad. Now, their war goals included taking all three of the only three planets I had. Or systems I had, and these three right here. Now, I did have a colony ship made, and I discovered at this point, thinking I just had to give up, right? Because this is going so bad. I found out that by putting the colony ship over here, if I gave up, I just surrendered, let them have my three planets, then I could start anew from here, as long as I surrendered before they actually had time to, completely trash that too, because their war goals did not include this colony, because it didn't exist, of course. So I would have at least had a planet left to start rebuilding. And that, unfortunately, is where I had to end the stream that day. So it was looking pretty dire. It looked like the game was over, and, it was a little bit sad. Well, as you can see, the game is not quite over yet. The guys that have been giving me the hard time, these lovely people here, are no longer superior. I've caught up. Now, what I ended up doing, and I definitely saved the game first, because I actually did not expect what I was trying to work. I didn't think this was going to be a thing. I just, oh, look at this. Declared war. Well, thank you so much. These guys like me. They are superior to me as well. That's the fellas down here. They don't get along with my neighbors any better than I do, but we've been getting along well. So they just joined in the war here, and that makes it just freaking awesome to me. But what I did is I took my little tiny fleet of, I only had like 2,000K fleet, and my enemy here had, 4 or 5K in a number of different fleets that they were hassling me with. All right, it's a transport fleet. They do keep making them. Look at that pitiful little one. Oh my God, it's so cute, right? You gotta feel sorry for these guys at this point, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get them sorted out. I'm gonna pause this a minute while I'm talking, because I don't want them getting any further ahead of me than they have been. What I did is I took my little tiny fleet, went into their territory, and just started destroying things. As you can see, they don't have access. Oh, they're rebuilding there, though. We'll have to go check that out. And just started, I would do like 1 or 2, move on, go back and do another, come down here, do this, do 1 or 2, come up here, come back, and just did this guerrilla warfare, hit and run kind of campaign right across their system, which apparently started paying off pretty good. I started catching up in science. They did not have, they still had their planets, but they didn't have all this extra minerals and energy and stuff coming in, and it slowed them down dramatically. It was absolutely amazing. So out of my the planet back here, Impact. Remember this one? Oh, well, you guys might not, but this one was what I called my little baby planet. And we actually had about 3 or 4 squares that weren't even cleared yet. It was hardly doing anything, and I guess as a result, the bad guys just didn't bother to do anything with it. So I still had a spaceport in place, and I was able to make some armies here, get them into space, bring them back up here to the Alistorn system, get into Hendrik, and while they were off trying to track me down and fight my ship, my fleet, I actually came back here and was able to take my planet back. It was very, very exciting. So I got that back. I started rebuilding. I put out another colony ship over here. As you can see, I still don't have everything sorted out, but the planets are rebuilding nicely. Now, a lot of things, this was totally destroyed. Oh, we have some things we can upgrade. Like buildings were down. All of these people were unemployed. It was a mess. It was a really, really big mess. I played for about 5 hours to get from it's time to give up, just surrender, give away my 3 worlds, keep my one little doodah over here, which unfortunately now has been wrapped around and I can't actually do much with. Yeah, it was a bad spot. And now, things are coming back. They are no longer superior. I'm giving them a hard time. I have been able to build up a lovely fleet, all of which is actually being upgraded at the moment. So my leader is a little stubborn, but I like that. I like that in a leader because he's not ready to give up and quit. I think he's just as cute as he can be. And we do have another colony now. On the actual worlds, things are looking good. Everything is rebuilt. This is very nice. I finally got that cleared. This still, it's my little baby planet, but man, it is the one that pulled me out of the fire. And I'm a little bit fond of them for that. I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit fond of them. Impact, you are my darling. You will notice I have people, these guys didn't like me when they started, but I put an embassy there. We've had some trade deals, and look at these guys. They're moving in. This is pretty cool, right? Oh, you are unemployed. Well, darling, what is this planet doing? Good on the money. Not so good on the science. You know what we could do? We could do some science. Let's do more science. Science for the win, right? Basic science lab. We'll start with that, and then we'll decide where we're going from there. Upgrade all the things, darling. Upgrade all the things. Oh, I guess I'm doing that one already. And you know what? Start clearing out the rest of this because we can. So we have new people moving at trees, guys. Trees is good, right? I like this. This is making me very happy. And my newest colony here, oh yeah, you need some serious attention too, darling, don't you? All the things, all the things, all the things. We can upgrade everything we can here. And clear that out as well. There we go. So that's all sorted out. My construction ship is putting things together here. My science ship is apparently just got run off. He's been surveying. Oh, you had a problem there, didn't you? Well, that's not good. Look at all the goodies here. Woo, I need to be there. Huh. Well, I've got a lot of influence at the moment. I've just been wasting it for the last few months. So we may want to come down here and actually we need an outpost or another planet. Oh, look at all the things down here. People, this is lovely. These are my buddies, so that's okay. You know what? And I'm thinking, and Cherokee, I hate to say this to you, sweetie, but I'm actually thinking about taking this and giving it to these guys. Now, here's the thing. They're big. They're seriously big. They're big and tough and a little bit scary. And is that the one? The jogs? The jogs. They are superior. Oh, that's better. Last time I looked at this, they were just like overwhelming all the things everywhere. This is looking, they're coming down in the ranks, guys. But you know what? We're not getting along too badly with them, really. I mean, we do have border friction, of course. I mean, I could put an embassy and get this number up to, something we could work with. The problem here, because they have grown around while I was doing all this other stuff down here, I can't even get my construction ship out. Like, we can't do anything. Now, the reason I've kept it so far is I was bleeding money for a while. Their energy credits is really, really bad. So I've kept these guys. I am thinking about just giving that over to them, putting in an embassy. I've got an embassy with my little tree people. I may recall that. And Yeah. And put an MSC in and see if we can make friends with these guys. These are my little bug people. They're awesome. I love them. They have pulled me out of the fire with it, or they certainly helped. They certainly helped keep these guys beat up and occupied for a while. And then they did leave the war, and I continued on my own. And my war score was at minus 100 because they just cleaned my clock, right? There was nothing I could do. And it's gone up to minus 10. I am hoping to eventually get that up to the point where we can give these guys a what for, right? I'm thinking vassalization is not a bad thing. I just don't want somebody else joining in and saying, okay, while she's down, we're going to take a bite out of her backside here. So I got to pay attention to some embassy matters and diplomacy in different places. But for those of you who were watching this dire, horrible situation where I really thought I was just giving up the game, it's worked out okay. So far, so good. The Yan Yan Collective is on a comeback, and I'll keep you posted. Now on Sunday, I won't be playing this in live stream, of course, because we're going to be doing a multiplayer game. So this one will be on the back burner. So I will put the odd update here and there to let you guys know how it's going. And until I see you next time, please live your life happy, build it beautiful, and you guys can look for ongoing the other Stellaris campaign that I'm doing here on YouTube to be back tomorrow. Take care, guys. Have fun in space. Bye-bye.